Good morning. Today, I want to briefly walk you through the idea of sukuk, or as they commonly referred to, Islamic bonds. Sukuk are investment certificates that constitute financial products whose terms and structures are very similar to the bonds that we use here in the West. However, one thing that differs is that interest is strictly prohibited. To provide some context, conventional bonds in their most basic form is like a loan. A government or a corporation will borrow money from investors like you and I, and in return will pay interest over a certain period of time. However, sukuk are slightly different. Instead of interest, sukuk are structured around a tangible asset or economic activity. When an entity such as a government or institution wants to raise funds, it issues sukuk certificates that represent ownership in specific assets or projects. Investors who purchase these assets become partial owners of the underlying asset. Sukuk, although hold very similar attributes to Western bonds, adhere to principles of Sharia law. The most prominent characteristics and differences are: one, investment returns are based on profit from the activity of the asset. All forms of conventional interest, or as they commonly refer to, riba, is prohibited. And the assets that are subject to the funding must be halal certified, which means, for example, no gambling. Overall, the instrument provides a great way for individuals to remain compliant with Islamic principles. Sukuk are also traded in secondary markets, and most recently we saw Saudi Arabia raise around 6 billion US dollars under a Sukuk offering. And their characteristics as a financial asset are very similar to Western bonds that we hold here in Australia. Overall, the interests and benefits of Sukuk is that they offer an ethical and Sharia compliant way to raise capital, and allowing individuals to invest their money in a way that aligns with these principles. Thank you.